So, the boy and the north wind. Once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a young boy named Per who lived with his mother in Norway. And he had been eating gruel all winter long. And his mother said, Per, okay, enough gruel. Go out to the barn, collect some flour, and bring it back, and we'll make sweet bread, and we'll make desserts, and cookies, and cake. You've been very patient. Well, Per was, needless to say, ecstatic. He could think of nothing else other than eating some of these delicious, sweet pastries. So he went out with the largest bowl he could find. He got to the barn, he scooped it up large with his hand, made large scoops with his hands, and filled the bowl as high as he could. And he hurried back out to his house when all of a sudden, whoosh, the north wind came by and blew all the flour out of his bowl. Blew it so far he could no longer see it. It looked like snow on the mountains. Well, Per said, that's okay. There is more flour back in the barn. So we went back inside, scooped it all up again, filled the bowl nice and high. This time he was a little bit more careful, but still not as cautious as probably he could be, when whoosh, the wind blew through again, taking all of his flour and blowing it across the ground and the distant hills. Well, Per was starting to get a little frustrated at this point, but he knew that there was some flour left, so he went back inside. At this point, unfortunately, there wasn't enough to even fill his bowl, but he put it all in, thinking, okay, this will be something. I can still get some desserts and some pastries, some tasty cakes out of this. And he carried it slowly and carefully across, when all of a sudden, whoosh! That's right, the north wind blew through again, taking the remaining flour that he had. Well, he went back inside and showed his mother the bowl. And his mother said, Per, what happened? What did you do? Now we cannot have any cakes, any sweets. It's gruel for the rest of the winter. I don't know. You should have been more careful carrying them around. Mom, it wasn't me. It was the north wind. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go talk to that north wind right now and have him take care of this for me. He needs to give me back my flour. Before his mother could say anything, Per was out the door and off to reach the north wind. Well, the north wind's not easy to get to, obviously, so he traveled for much of the day before finally getting there and knocking bang, bang, bang as hard as he could on the door, screaming, North wind, get out here. I am angry with you. You stole my flour. I need to speak with you right now. Seconds passed. The door slowly opened and an old wizened, long beard, fairly friendly-looking fellow opened the door and said, What are you doing? Disturbing my nap? I've been so busy all day. What can I do for you? North wind, you stole my flour. You blew through 3 times at my house, and now I can't have any sweets or any cakes. I can't have anything but gruel for the rest of the winter. So, no need to cry, no need to cry. I can't get your flour back for you, young man. It's gone now, but I can do something else for you. North Wind walked away and came back with a cloth. A cloth? Now this is a magic cloth, young man. You take it by the corners, open it up, and say, Cloth, cloth, bring forth wonderful food. And food and drink of all sorts will magically appear on the cloth, and you will never want for food or drink again. Well, this was much better than flour, so Per thanked him, took the blanket, and ran away as fast as he could. Well, because he had traveled so far and so long, there was no way he was going to make it home when he remembered that there was an inn along the way that he had passed. So he stumbled upon the inn again, knocked on the door, but before he could even get to the second knock, the door quickly opened, and the most hideous troll hag you've ever seen before opened the door. Perhaps you've never seen a troll hag, but if you had, this would be the most hideous and frightening of all of them. And what made it even worse was this nose that was so long that she had to tuck it in her belt. Yes, what can I do for you? Excuse me, he stammered. I need a place to stay for the night. Well, she looked at him kind of incredulously. What is this boy doing out by himself? What can I get from him? And she said, well, how will you be able to pay for it? Well, I don't have any money, but I have this cloth, and I could feed you and all of your guests for the evening. Show me! So he went inside, took the cloth by the corners, opened it up, and said, cloth, cloth, bring forth wonderful food. And magically, roasts and pork chops and wine and vegetables and fruits of all kind appeared on this cloth, and her guests and she ate their fill, as did Purr. And when they were finished, he rolled the cloth back up, went to bed, and started to enjoy his sleep. Well, that troll hag knew what she had there, and she wanted it for herself. So she found a cloth that looked exactly like the cloth that Purr had. She rolled it up. She creeped up the stairs, careful not to step on her nose. And when she got there, she took his cloth and replaced it with her own. Purr was none the wiser when he woke up that next morning, grabbed the cloth, ran the rest of the way home, and said, Mom, look what I have. I couldn't get the flour, but I have this magic cloth. And when I open it up, it gives you the most wonderful food and drink ever. We'll never be hungry again. Watch this. Cloth, cloth, bring forth wonderful food. He looked around. Nothing. He tried again. Cloth, cloth, bring forth wonderful food. Still nothing. The north wind tricked me. He said this would last. He said I could get food and drink out of it, and it only lasted one time.